Hey guys, it's Matt. Let's talk about how we're winning deals using just StoreFilter and Instagram. So StoreFilter has 2.6 million stores that we have data on, and you can use the filters to find who your best client might be. That you can reach out via Instagram and ask them some questions. We'll talk about those scripts that are working and so forth. So first off, you're going to want to filter down because you're not going to reach out to Kim Kardashian and say, hey, you're doing $50 million a month and I can help you grow your business. That's not going to work. So, typically these, top businesses aren't going to be the best opportunity for you to win some clients. We have to define who your best client is. And then we tell that story through Instagram, and then we're able to, win some clients. So let's look at stores that are doing at least 1,000 a month up to, let's say, 10,000 a month. And let's pull that search to find, those potential stores for us. That's just 1,000. Let me go ahead and get the 10,000 in there. All right, cool. So min 1,000, max 10,000. So now we're looking at any store that's doing between 1,000 a month and 10,000 a month, and that brings up 440,000. So this is going to give us an understanding of stores that are maybe just getting started or, on the come up a little bit. And then here are all the categories. You want to pick a category that you're the best in. You are the absolute best in that category, and you're absolutely going to crush it for them. Our case studies are around apparel, so I choose apparel. And then from there, you're going to want to look at the country. So there's 111,000. Let's drill down a little bit more. I like to pick our country. And you can pick any country that you're in or wherever you really like doing business. And so you define that. So I'm down to 61,000 stores. We can drill down even further from here. And we could look at, stores that do not have, say, the TikTok pixel installed. Because we have data on all of the, I guess I typoed there. We have data on all of the different apps and technologies. And all of that is categorized under all the stores. So 53,000 stores. So if you're a TikTok agency, you're looking for business of apparel brands between 1,000 and 10,000, this is a great list for you. And you could just click this button to export. You export that list and you can go work that list. And great opportunity for you. So definitely, or toggle over and see how many do have it installed. 7,400 have the TikTok pixel installed. So just giving you some understanding there. One of the filters I really like is the social media following of how many followers they have. So let's look at a minimum of, let's say 100,000, let's go in here, 100,000 followers. So I'm looking at stores that have at least 100,000 followers, and there's over 1,000 of them. So think about this. They have over 100,000 followers on social media across the board, right? And these stores are doing less than $10,000 a month in revenue. This is a sweet spot right here for us because we can step in and say, hey guys, how were your, I'll give you some scripts in the training, in the StoreFilter Academy training. Hey, how were your Black Friday sales? Did you meet the expectations of what you were looking for? So here's what you need to do then on Instagram. And just flip over to my Instagram real quick. And how you need to write your script. I haven't been doing real well at making the content. My sales guys make content. But what you do is you come in here and you put, I help e-com stores or apparel stores go and scale their business, right? We took a store from, put your case study right there. We took a store up to 200,000, from 3,000 to 200,000. So here's how, as I'm targeting these stores that are doing about $3,000 in revenue a month on average, and I talk about how we took it to over $1 million, right? But for me, I'm talking about StoreFilter and what we're doing here. But for you, as you're looking to acquire new customers and clients, you're going to go in here and write your story and get that story out there. And then all of your posts, I'm just posting about, stuff on, not doing that very well. My guys are doing this, but I'm not doing that real well for this example. Create content around stores that are doing really well, right? So if you're talking about apparel brands, for example, and you want to come in here and say, apparel brands that are doing, like, I'll just do a search real quick, and you want to talk about apparel brands, and you want to break it down and say, here's, the number one apparel brand, Gymshark, whatever, here are their ads that are working for right now, right? So if you want to make content, you take your phone and you put your phone on the screen and be like, Gymshark did $20 million this past month. Here are their top performing, posts on social media. Here's how much they're making per week. Here are the apps that they have installed. Here are their top keywords. Here are their top competitors. Here are their product listing ads, and here are their social media ads at Crush Forum this, Black Friday. Here are their PR links. If you want to talk to me about, how we can, get you on the path to, making money like Gymshark, go ahead and DM me, like, agency or whatever you want to say. Point is, you can make that content all day long and make content about stores that are winning using StoreFilter. So you can come in here and talk about, hey, here's a brand, whatever. I mean, you just look at random brands. It makes sense. Like, this is women's clothing. So let's take a look at this store. Like, here's a brand that's making, I'm just randomly looking at stores here. Here's a brand that's making $1 million a month, with, whatever you want to say. And, let's see exactly how they built the store. Here's their apps and tech that they have installed. Here's where they're getting their traffic from. Here are their top keywords that are driving in revenue for them. Here are their top paid competitors. Here are their top products that are selling. If you want more information on how we can help you to grow your business to $1 million a month, go ahead and, DM me, right? So you make that content and just constantly put out content. And some of it is going to get traction and some of it's going to have a great, organic presence. But that's not the point. The point is, when you go and you reach out to these businesses, these companies that aren't making that, and all you're doing is talking about the results over and over again, and you come out and you reach out to, one of these stores, for example, and I'm just picking a random store, Blood Sport Collection, whatever. This might not be a good example, but you come over to this store and, you drop them a message. I really like what you're doing. Let's jump in and talk about how we can grow your brand and grow your revenue. And, then you bring in I can't even take this page seriously. You talk about, hey, here's a case study. We took a store from X to X and it reminds me a lot of your store. And, let's work together. Let's scale this thing together. So that's how we're doing our outreach. My guys are doing it. We're doing it two-part. One is we're exporting the data. We're uploading it to instantly.ai, and we're doing cold email outreach. At the same time, we're doing Instagram outreach. And then those people are looking at our profile and looking us up and saying, like, these guys really know what they're talking about. Maybe I should book a call with them. And we have like a call booking on there. And we have our store convert. Definitely didn't type that in. We have our store convert landing page here, and we send people in. It's got our case study. And if you guys don't have case studies and you want to push people to our landing pages, let us know. And you can even use our landing pages in our case studies. And, like this is that one store I was talking about. We were doing $3,000 a month when we got started. By month 6, we did $423,000. And then we got ready for Black Friday, which was like a couple months after this. This was July. And then November, we did $1 million for that brand and then continued doing $1 million months after that, several consecutive months over and over and over again. Grew that business to $12 million in revenue within 2 years of working together. And so I would love to find more opportunities like that of these stores that are doing $3,000 a month that have over 100,000 fans all together throughout each platform, I would really love to drive that and really love to drive that for those businesses. So that's how we're using StoreFilter and Instagram to drive new clients and new wins, just using these platforms. So yeah, it's a little tidbit for you for today.